What's up, Tempo friends? It is Coach Clarence, and I am super excited to have you here for this 25-minute full body HIIT. Beat the clock, because team, you see that timer, it's up there. Today is going to be all about timing structures within our 3 sets. We only have 5 exercises that we're going to do today. Those exercises, they're not going to change much. But what we're going to focus on is that first round will be the longest round. Then as we go through, the rounds will get shorter. Before we get into any of that though, wide stance with those feet, hands by your side. Big deep breath in, big exhale out. Let's start to warm up that body. So here's what I want you to do. No judgment zone, all right? Judgment-free zone, as the youth say. We're gonna go into a deep squat, and I know that you have not worked out today probably, so I don't need the squat to look perfect. I just want you to get from standing to a low, deep squat in whatever way suits you, okay? Let's get there right now. Ooh, feel it out. If you gotta take the heels up off the ground, if you gotta let the knees crack, perfectly fine. I don't need this to look pretty. Just get down right here because we start with dumbbell goblet squats today, and I wanna make sure those hip flexors are feeling open so that our knees aren't going in, but they are adducting going out. So again, just kind of wiggle it out down here. Feel it out, no judgments. Then go ahead, stand up, shake it out. Let's do it again. This time, a family member's watching, a family member you like, a family member you trust. So not judgment, but you just want to make sure you look okay. Let's take it down into a deep squat, okay? Ooh, that felt a little bit better. Ooh, okay. Just hang out here for like 5 seconds. Shoulders back, don't let yourself cave. And it doesn't have to be super deep. If this is where you are, that's where you are. And stand up. All right. Think about your crush when you were 14 years old. Got it? They're watching you now. This is your chance. Let's go into a deep squat. Take it down. Ooh, they're impressed. I'm impressed. You're impressive. Good. Hold it out here. Hopefully we're feeling good. Hip flexors are feeling warm. We understand what's happening with that squat. Bring it all the way back up to the top. Great. Let's just do some standing knee hugs working on that balance. So I want you to pull one knee up. Take it down. Doesn't have to be long. Pull it up. Bring it down. Now, if that's too much for you, if you've got some hip, ankle, knee impingements, anything going on, feel free. Just give me like a standing march, really slow. But if you can, think about pulling that knee up to your chest, taking it down. Good, we got 5 more seconds. Try to give me 1 more on each side. Beautiful. All right, time to start to get that heart rate rising. We're gonna go for jumping jacks, but here's what I want. I want you to imagine you have dumbbells. We're just going for a nice little press. Or if you want to, it's like you're punching the sky, okay? What I want you to feel here is we're starting to get those shoulder joints feeling warm, all right? Feet are going out. Now I'm gonna test your coordination here. Can we bring the arms to the side? Let's just start going for arm circles. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed that I'm doing this, but if you're having a hard time, you can totally slow it down to give me this. But I wanna keep that heart rate climbing. Ready? Reverse. Take it in reverse. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is really impressive. I like this. If you're feeling this, I'm feeling this. It's feeling great. Good, bring it down. Last thing we're gonna do, nice little Michael Phelps. Go ahead, just swing those arms. Give yourself a little bit of a hinge forward. You got 2, you got 1. Shake, shake, shake. Great job. All right, friends, so here's what we got. We're going to go into our first round of the day. This is going to be our longest round of the day. This is a full body class, so we're gonna start from the ground and then we're gonna work our way up the body when it comes to muscle groups. But we're gonna start standing with our exercises, then work our way down to the floor to close ourselves out. Now, the biggest thing in this first round is it's going to be 40 seconds. So these are going to be long working sets. But don't you worry, because as the rounds go on, and we only have 3 today, the rounds will get shorter, the working time will get shorter. So while we're in this first round, I want you to focus on pace. I know we're trying to push the heart rate today. If you got that watch or that monitor on, you're trying to push that heart rate, but I promise you, we will get the heart rate where we need it in those zones 3 and 4. I don't want you to gas yourself and only work for 20 seconds and then not work for the other half of the time, okay? Speaking of work, let's talk about what our exercises are. Exercise number 1. We start with a goblet squat. So you hold that weight up top. We did all those squats, those low squats to get our body warmed up. So I want that same thing, but this time, don't take it to the bottom. Bring it to where those knees and those hips are parallel. Squeeze it at the top. Then we're gonna keep the squat, but we're gonna add in some high knees. It's an air squat, 1, 2, 3, 4 high knees. We go dumbbell swing, then we start to get the chest and core. But to get us started, Grab that weight. Here we go. So we're looking for range of motion here. And we talked about this in that little intro. I don't want you to gas yourself out by going at a super fast pace. Look at Coach Clarence's pace. It's about 3, maybe 3.5 seconds per rep. If you're looking to rise that heart rate in this long round, focus on that range of motion. I say this all the time in HIIT classes. Sometimes in order to drive that heart rate through the roof, all we have to do is take up space. It's not about moving faster, but moving more efficiently. So give me that 100% on that range of motion meter. Finish it up. And rest it, rest it, rest it. All right, friends. We're gonna go into that air squat to high knees. Eyes on me again. This is what it's gonna look like. Squat it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to, give me the air squat. 4 marches in place. You choose what works for you. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where our heart rate's gonna start to climb. If you're not into that zone 2, you're gonna get there. If you are in zone 2, we're gonna start to push into that zone 3. Good, using those arms to help you power through those high knees. And again, for my friends that need it, make this low impact. March, march, march. For my low impact friends, eyes on me. If you want to, drive the hands overhead. What did I say? Taking up space, right? Choose what works for you. Keep it going. And rest it up. Alrighty, friends. Here's what we got. Dumbbell is going into the center of that mat. What we're gonna go for is a swing. We've been doing squats. Now we're going to hinge. So I want you to bring that dumbbell in the center. Notice my back is flat. Squeeze the glutes just to shoulder height. Ready? Here we go. Now this is probably going to be the round where you get the most gas, the round where you feel the most exhausted, but I just want you to keep moving. Remember, it's a pendulum. Pull the hips back, squeeze the glutes to power that dumbbell up to your chest. Breathe through this. I know that heart rate is starting to climb. Everyone is probably getting into that zone 3 here. Keep it up. Less than 10. We drop the weight in less than 5. Stay with me, team. Rest it out. All right, friends. Wipe the sweat. Here's what we got. No more dumbbell. We take it to the ground. We're gonna go for plank up jacks. Eyes on me. Here's what they look like. Starting that high plank. Drop down to the forearm plank. Bring it up. Feet go open, close. Everybody starts in the high. Here we go. Take it low. Open, close. Now, modifications. Eyes on me, eyes on me. If you need to, drop the knees. Bring it up. If you can, then give me the plank jack. If that plank jack is too much for you, eyes on me. 2 shoulder taps. But I want everyone to at least try to go for that plank jack. Good, feeling the shoulders, feeling the chest, feeling the core. 10 seconds left. Stay with it, stay with it. Final one, get there. And rest out. All right, so take those deep breaths in. Big exhales out. Eyes on me. Here's what we got. We're going for a body weight suitcase crunch. All I'm looking for, knees at a tabletop, reach the hands back, crunch it in, reach for the toes. You ready for it? Deep breath. Exhale. So our heart rates, for most of us, are probably in zone 3. Maybe some of you in zone 4. In this little set right here, it isn't about rising the heart rate, but stabilizing it. So what I'm looking for from you is some breath control. Inhale on the out, exhale on the up. Now, if you need to modify this, keep the lower back pressed into the ground. Knees don't move, legs don't move. Just give me upper body. Reach, bring it out. Same way you can also do it in reverse. Hands under the hips, just extend. You decide. And rest it up. All right, team. Final exercise. And you're gonna have an option here. We're gonna go for hand release push-ups. So we start in the high plank, chest hits the ground, bring it up. If you want, I want you to add 4 mountain climbers at the top. Up to you, you decide. Here we go. If this is enough for you, this is all I need from you. But if you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, modifications. Knees down, bring it up. You can take it to the top. Give me those mountain climbers or 4 shoulder taps. We did this in the plank up jack. So if you need to, feel free to take it, okay? Tons of variations here. Remember, I know you're tired. This is the longest round of the day, and this is it. Less than 5 seconds. Then we're out of here. Stay with it. And just rest. Oh, I know you're gassed. I know you're tired. Do me a favor here. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Let me check. I'm in zone 4. So I'm in zone 4. Maybe some of you are in zone 4. If you are in zone 3 or even zone 2, it's perfectly fine. What I want you to do for the next 20 seconds though, breathe. A part we don't talk about as much as we should when we get into these HIIT classes. Besides driving the heart rate up, it's really important to focus on how we bring the heart rate down. One of the reasons I do cardio is I want to have good cardiovascular endurance. I just got back from Italy. We were in the Amalfi Coast. Anyone who's ever been to the Amalfi Coast knows. Lots of stairs. We wanted to go to this restaurant behind where we stayed, but it was up a ton of stairs. And I was like, this is why I do those HIIT classes with tempo, because I want to build that stamina. So focusing on the way that we